Alright, in recognition that we only have one Bruce Willis movie out there so far, yippee-ki-yay. No, I'm not doing the first one. Thought I'd do the most recent one because we also have to kind of showcase Justin Long's ability. So this is the most recent Die Hard, though there's going to be another one come out, which I'm not too fond of, but they're doing it. This one is based on a fire sale kind of video. I don't know if this is possible, but perhaps it is. So, the fire sale, for those of you who don't know, is when these hackers out there in the backgrounds that are trying to shut down everything that they can and touch everything involving government. So, transportation, the financial districts, and the all-important departments of defense and homeland security. And we have Bruce Willis, just happenstance, he's in the wrong place at the wrong time. Picks up Justin Long as he's wanted now by the feds, so that's how they meet. So it's a homegrown terrorism kind of idea. Our head honcho bad guy is played by Timothy Olyphant. I don't know if I'm saying his last name right, but I do actually really like him as an actor. I've liked him in pretty much everything he's come out with so far. And in this one, I especially like him because he showcases really good talents. So I may as well go off on the rest of them. Justin Long, like I said, is our hacker nerd, and which works perfectly because he's able to throw in comedy here and there, which kind of lightens the mood of this whole entire action movie. Now, Bruce Willis, the guy that we're actually doing this review for, is, well, older in this movie, because that's basically the idea. He is still the old cop type mentality that he was back in the old Die Hards, and he's not very knowledgeable at all about all these high-tech gizmos and gadgets, and that's kind of where Justin Long also comes in to help him out with all that side of things. But he's still kicking butt the old action style way, the old 80s way, same way he did in the other Die Hards movies, but a little bit more amped up. So like I said, saying that he's old doesn't actually mean that he can't do his scenes. He does a really good job in a lot of these fights and stunts and all this stuff. It is really convincing because this is a really good action-packed movie, and I would recommend it if you like action-packed movies. There's also points in time in the movie where you do have some kind of character development and story development within the story. So when there's drop parts, there's time to actually develop something. But one part of the movie, not too sure when it happens, but there's a part of the movie that it kind of drops for a good little while, so the action kind of just halts for a good section in one part of the movie, which, if you're really into this for the action, that point's going to slow you down and you might not be able to get up to the rest of the movie. So I'm going to compare it a little bit to the first one because I also like the first one. The very first Die Hard to me played off a little bit more thriller because I was a little bit more entertained with the story because it was something new and it gave me something different, I think, and that's basically why I liked it more as a thriller, because I was actually intrigued with the mystery, the story, what's going on with these people and who they are. In this one, we kind of know who everyone is, we kind of get the idea of what's going on, just virtually in action. In that respect, I think this one's more of an action, non-stop movie. Not to say that the first one wasn't action-packed, because it really definitely was, but this one just kind of focused on that, and that's where they ran with. The fire sale thing's kind of really well put together, but once you get past and figure out what that means, then the rest of it's just kind of straight and narrow. And I will say this for sure, this one, Live Free and Die Hard, is definitely better than the other two, the second and third one in the installment. I didn't really like those ones at all. So as I alluded to in the very get-go of this review, they are making a fifth one in this, and when they start doing this, I like to call this the Littlefoot disease, because, well, Land Before Time does it best, and this one is subject to that. I feel bad for Bruce Willis, but I don't. I mean, at the age of nearly 50, he's still able to give us a really good kick-butt action movie. So as far as this one goes, giving this one 3.5 out of a possible 5 Littlefoot diseases on the next review.